everybody, my name is Miguel. Welcome back to Lucid9. Alright, so we're about to talk to Mr. Ryota, and I read this line already, so I'll just read it again. Oh, are the newlyweds already running into trouble? I ignore that. Good timing, Mr. Ryota. I wanted to ask you something. If the question is whether to officially ask Rui out, the answer is yes. No, not that question. What? No, that's not the question. Oh, really? That's a bit boring. Thank you, Mr. Ryota. I knew I could always count on you. Rui and I aren't... You know what? Never mind. I was wondering what it means when you see someone you haven't seen in forever, who you thought disappeared off the planet. It means exactly what you just said. Your life actually is a crappy anime. I never said that. Oh, you didn't? Mr. Ryota. Sorry, can't help it. Now, who's this person you haven't seen in forever? She just transferred into my class this morning. Rui, her, me, we were really close when we were little, back in our hometown, Seto. Transfer student, childhood friend. Don't even think about it. Too late. My life is not a crappy anime, it's not. You're right, it's a really crappy anime. So what's the problem? Well, I talked with her, and I think we'll be friends again, but Rui is jealous. Oh god. What? No. What is this? What is this, junior high? Sorry, I'll shut up. Jesus fucking Christ, Mr. Ryota. See, when Masaki, that's the transfer student, left, she accidentally triggered a giant depressive state that basically left me in the dumps for a year. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. Rui claims it was bad. Dots. Yama, when can you come to my office today? I want to listen properly to you, and the cafeteria is not exactly an ideal environment. Well, I guess that Mr. Ryota got hired into this job for an actual reason. Okay, guess I'll drop by after school. Or during, really? Or during, really. Either way works. Now off to lunch, you. Gotta eat before the bell rings. Young growing boys need all the nutrition they could get. He can't sound like the wise, all-knowing teacher when he just implied that it was fine for me to ditch school. See you later, Mr. Ryota. He only responds with a casual wave before he saunters over to the nearest table, chatting easily with a group of students. I snag a plate of food and search for Rui, but she's nowhere in sight. Guess that conversation took a little longer than I originally intended. I quickly scarf my food down and return to the classroom. Excuse me. Alright, class, let's take a secondary roll before we head to the courtyard. What? We have more PE? Teacher's halfway through rolling her eyes before she catches herself. I guess it's not a good example to roll your eyes in front of your students. No, Yahiko. Today's career day, and has been announced over the PA for the past 3 days. Afternoon classes are cancelled so that third years may explore possible future occupations with specialists. Oh, right. Questions of the future. Writing prompt about our dream job. Now, career day. I think I'm sensing a pattern here. We're already running a little late, so let's make this quick. Anyone missing? Nope. That prompts us to glance around. I think he's right, ma'am. Everyone's here. Everyone except Misaki, who apparently is at her job. Time to do some not-so-subtle recon. Teacher, where's that girl? The one sitting by the window. Teacher waves her hand dismissively. Special circumstances. Anyone else? Despite myself, I feel a prick of curiosity. Special circumstances. What kind of circumstances would warrant such an offhand dismissal from the teacher? I thought most teachers loathe making exceptions for mandatory events. Just what could Masaki's job be? As the teacher continues to survey the classroom, I feel a nudge against my arm. I'm surprised you brought it up. What? Usually you wouldn't say anything even if you noticed. Hi, Elizabeth. You would have thought it too much trouble. Her words are remarkably neutral. It's awkward. Feels like a trap. I think you should stop pretending like you actually know me or that you have a brain. You're insufferable. She storms to the back of the room in a huff. I'm insufferable. She's done far worse and she's still judging me. What a hypocrite. Alright, looks like everyone else is here. To the courtyard!
To the courtyard! Destiny awaits!
There are more than a few rolled eyes, but everyone obediently files out of the classroom. Gotta move my mouse out of the way of the text. I have to keep my mouse. This is one of the games where I have to keep my mouse somewhere in the game screen, just so I can click on it. I mean, I could move it out like that and use the spacebar, but I've already had incidents where I accidentally tapped the spacebar and I already skip out on some dialogue. Our class pours into the courtyard, which currently resembles a crowded street market. Columns of booths are set in orderly lines, each attempting to outshine the others with progressively more outrageous signage and progressively louder music. I wonder if they got a booth for my future job. Come to think of it, in all 203 times he's talked about his dream, he's never once mentioned his future job. Just all the things he'll own. Oh, and what might that be? Isn't it obvious with my stunning looks and all? So, a trash can. Is that even a job? Of course it's a job. Oh, well, no. I want to be a model. That's Wait, it's not as silly as it seems. I mean, seeing how he just believed that being a trash can was a profession, he can't have a job that requires him to think. He also can't have a job that requires social interaction. He just repel people instead of attracting them. Those are his two biggest flaws, and Arling doesn't need either. As for his looks, I hate to admit it, but he's not so bad looking. He'd probably be able to land himself a girlfriend if he'd just keep quiet. It almost sounds like a serious plan. Yahiko, my friend, I'm glad you finally realized the cruel truth. What are you talking about? I'm just saying that it's a good idea, especially coming from you. Isn't it? Once I become famous, the entire world will be able to witness my magnificence. I'll be on TV, the internet, advertising blips, basically everywhere. On second thought, maybe it's a terrible idea. Well, if you don't mind me, I'm off to meet my destiny. Let me read that again. Well, if you don't mind me, I'm off
To meet my destiny.
I wanted to read it like that, in that voice. And with that, he skips off into the crowd, leaving me awkwardly leaning against the wall like some kind of delinquent. I'm not really sure what to do. I'll be wasting my time if I look around, but I'll be wasting my time if I stay here. What a conundrum. You there! I turn to the source of the voice. A man in a medical coat standing in front of a booth boasting in a holographic sign, Way Forward Pharmaceuticals Hospital Division. Hunch. I'm guessing he's a doctor. Are you interested in becoming a doctor? Bodies? Open wounds? Yeah, no. Sorry, I don't think I could deal with the pressure of being a doctor. If that's what you're worried about, then don't worry. I'm a heart surgeon, and I get an entire team of people helping me during the operations. Well, if I have people helping me... Scalpel, please. Oh, he's imagining like him being a doctor and he's got these guys helping him as his assistants. Oh, I see. Nah. What do you mean, nah? I thought I was supposed to do all the cutting this time. That doesn't matter. It sure does. I see what's going on here, man. You want to take all the credit. Well, guess what? That ain't happening. What are you talking about? I'm the doctor here. Doctor, the patient is in critical condition. If you don't act fast, he's going to die. The patient is dying, dang it. Give me the scalpel. Whoa there, don't be getting your squabs in a bunch. Doctor, the patient is dead. See, look what you did. You jackass. You give me this. Look at what I... Yeah, I don't think being a doctor is right for me. Are you sure? We've got a great internship program. I'm good. Thanks, though. Another nearby booth catches my eye. A multicolored sign claims that it's from the National Education Institute. Behind the booth table, a tall woman in glasses is speaking animatedly to a small group of students. Don't you feel that we have a duty to equip the next generation? In this society, knowledge is power, and we need to ensure that our successors have the power to move forward. My job is the best and the most beneficial, and there are no downsides whatsoever. Yeah, been there, heard that. Don't your students annoy you or tire you out? Well, I've had some up and downs in my career, of course. The more difficult students may be perplexing at first, but when you persevere, you always end up getting those students back on the right path. Is that so? Oh, another one of those. Teach, what's 5 plus 7? Yama, Oh, this is high school, Mr. Akari, not primary school. You should have mastered addition by now. But teach? Excuse me, Mr. Kurogane, smoking is not permitted on campus. Handles over. Ugh, you ain't the boss of me, kid. Kid, I'm your teacher. No, now Yama's envisioning him as a teacher with these guys as the students. You're shorter than me, kid, and that makes you a kid. Alright, that's it. You're staying out from class. You got detention to serve. Says who? Says you? You couldn't even take on a diseased chicken with one claw tied to its tail. Harsh, bro. That's why you can't be that eloquent on your essays. Teacher. What? What's wrong? What? Are you crying? Again? What for? Oh, you're angry at me? I'm sorry. I'm so terrible I can't. Hey, don't cry. Wow, he's really thinking some crazy shit. Oh well, yeah, I don't think I have enough patience to deal with students. I meandered down the row of booths, apathetically peering at any that seemed mildly entertaining. One man with a remarkably bushy mustache raises his fist in the air, yelling at the top of his lungs.
Do you love Japan? Join the Japanese Self-Defense Force today.
Wow, I thought those kinds of die-hard patriots only existed on TV.
Any man who is able to follow orders can be seen as a hero of Japan.
If you're still alive. Oh, another vision.
Grenade!
Cover it, soldier! What? We could just run away! Jump on that grenade, or I'll have you court-martialed for insubordination. But I'll die! All the better. Oh, hop to it. Yeah, not happening. I turn away from the booth. Everything I see is equally unpromising. Do you have a knack for cooking? Why not apply to Leon Culinary School? Gather here, engineers, mathematicians, fellow countrymen. The biggest digital corporation in the world, Lemniscate has positions open for you. Therapist. Have you always wanted to help the hurting? Join us at Cumulus Therapy Center and transform the world one life at a time. A quick glance in the other direction reveals that I seem to be the only one having trouble. I find Elizabeth in deep conversation with a police officer just a few feet away. Wouldn't have thought her to be the type. Maybe she's sucking up to them so they'll let her off for corporate fraud. Oh, that's a bit harsh, Yama. Man, I can't really judge her. At least she found something that she's interested in. Me, on the other hand, well, I have nothing. What's up? Can't find your life's calling? What? I turn to the source of the voice. A scraggly man slumped against a rickety folding chair. A worn beanie plopped on his head with a threadbare trench coat thrown over his shoulders. There's no sign on his booth. Is hobo a legitimate career? Ha! Youngsters these days. You hold your future in your own hands and you don't even know what to do with it. You're lucky, you know. There was a time where people didn't have the luxury of choosing their career. Upon second glance, I noticed that there are several rolling racks of books settled in the back of the booth. There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to their genre: science fiction, mystery, fantasy, young adult. But they're all under the same name. Are you a writer? He smiles when I ask him this. Huh? What? Surprised? Who do you think I was, an adventurer? A globetrotter? A homeless guy, actually. He throws back his head and laughs. You've got life. I can't wait to read your stories. Somehow I don't think that being a writer would fit me. Oh boy, here we go again. Oh, somebody help me. Whatever shall I do? Fear not, generic damsel in distress. I'm the hero. I lost the previous battle, so this is the heroic rematch where I'm guaranteed to win. How fortunate. After you win this final battle, I shall bestow you with an obligatory smooch of victory. Hey, you just can't ignore the feeling. I got your girl, Yama. Oh, spare us with your evil gloating. It'll only lead to your downfall. But I gotta give a motive rant so that we understand your identity as a tragic villain? Nah, I'll just put that as a footnote. Okay, I tire of this needless banter. I've actually written the princess' backstory so that she's a badass in distress. What? But you didn't even foreshadow that. Too bad. I need to move the plot forward. Hiya! No! Yeah, I don't think I could come up with original material. That's why you just rip off real life, you know? Thanks, but no thanks. He shrugs apathetically as I walk away. A nearby small group of students catch my eye. They're gathered in front of a man in a long sweeping lab coat. Although his voice is placid, there lies an undercurrent of power in every word he says. Life is a fragile thing. There is an unspeakable number of ways for the human body to fail, and even more for it to be broken. Death was accepted as an inevitable part of life, a natural stage in the cycle of this world. But it doesn't have to be that way. The man in the lab coat straightens as the students break into hurried whispers. Through research, we can create medicine that fights diseases and treats disorders, extending our lives exponentially and maybe indefinitely. Ah, so he's a medical researcher. He fixed his gaze on each individual in the crowd. Sorry about the mouse. Not in a hostile manner, but certainly in an unnerving one. The day may come when we can defy death. His eyes land on me. The intelligent arc of his brow and the commanding line of his jaws. The jaw shifts slightly as he examines me. I feel frozen beneath his piercing glaze. Yeah, it is piercing glaze. That is a piercing gaze. It isn't exactly uncomfortable, just strange. Eventually he turns away, adjusting the golden glasses that are settled on the bridge of his nose. If you seek to make a lasting influence on the world, join us at Way Forward Pharmaceuticals in the research division. Oh, that place. Together we can accomplish the impossible and prevent the inevitable. Oh god, I can't read that word. Inevitable. That word specifically I can't read for some reason. The crowd of students break into applause, their faces agape in wonder. I can only scoff. No one can defy death. Anyone who thinks otherwise is just delusional. As I turn away from the Way Forward booth, the PA hums to life.
Attention students, Mayor Nori will be speaking at the center stage in 5 minutes.
The students hung around me gasped audibly, breaking into frantic whispers. Mayor Nori? Here? In person? Our school's important, you know. Why wouldn't he come? Come on, let's get a good spot. I follow the massive throng of students gathering around the courtyard's center stage. Sure enough, Masaru Inori, the every popular mayor of Isumu, is in the flesh. He gives the students a cordial wave from behind an impenetrable line of security guards. Jesus, this dude's packed with security guards. Doesn't show, but reading that, it tells you. You know, back in my day when dinosaurs roamed. Wow, that puts a lot of. Okay. Wow. I'm not even trying with these voices, and I feel my throat like itching. Like, not itching, but it's like scratchy. Let's just stick with my voice. You know, back in my day when dinosaurs roamed the earth. This extracts a laugh from the crowd. We always ditched career day. We'd hop over to GFC. You should have seen it before it was renovated. And stuff ourselves on wings. They were only double S's at the time. Shows you how far we've come as a society, eh? The crowd chuckles again. Among them I catch the distinct tint of Elizabeth's giggle. As usual, she's eagerly jotting notes on her phone, hanging on to the mayor's every word. The brunette girl who's always around Elizabeth is also next to her. Surprisingly, she seems equally engrossed in the speech. And yes, I hated career day. Thought it was a wasted time. Thought that they were restraining me at a time when all I wanted to do was explore myself, who I was, who I wanted to be. But later I realized that I was thinking about career day in the completely wrong way. It wasn't about deciding my future. It was about exploring possibilities. He allows a moment of thoughtful silence before he continues. The truth is, you'll probably change careers multiple times in your life. In fact, the average number of job changes is estimated to be 15 times. Really that much? You could be in med school all your life, but have experience in construction, woodworking, design, architecture, statistics, engineering, maybe even ostrich babysitting or bicycle fishing. Elizabeth smiles into her hand as the students laugh like a perfectly timed track. But as vast as the future is, you know what you don't want to do. You don't want to be hurt. You don't want to go each day full of insecurities, doubts, fears. You don't want to be lied to or backstabbed or treated like a fake. I won't lie to you, it's a nasty world out there. But I think we can all agree that regardless of who we are or where we're from, we each have an important part to play in the safety of this country. So go on, explore. You guys are bright. And hey, you guys are in a better spot than I was. I thought I'd like nothing more than to become an anthropologist. Not that I even knew what that meant at the time, it just sounded cool. His parting sentence elicits another laugh as he steps off the stage. Offering a final wave, the students erupt into cheers in response. I quickly shuffle away from the crowd before the noise overwhelms me. I don't want to like this guy, heck, I don't want to like any politician, but he seems to be less evil than the others I've seen. Furthermore, he made a good speech. He came across intelligent, but genuine. Two major opposites of politics. Maybe I'll vote in his re-election. Maybe. Hello, stranger. Oh. We'll find out who that is in the next video. So I'm going to say that right now. And then we'll pick this up in the next video and we'll see who it is that this person is talking to. Probably no one important, maybe, I don't know. But you won't find out until the next video. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, give this video a thumbs up. It'll help me a lot. I would greatly appreciate it. Share this video with friends. Until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Shit. Oh, come on. Okay. I think that it would get harder once I pass like level 5. And then get up speed. Okay, let's go. Ahoo. Ahoo. Let's go. Oh no.
Oh, you've been exposed.
Now wait till I expose.
Where's your Spice Brothers?
How do I get past that? That's